Yo guys, welcome to the last lap. Don't forget to drop a lovely, juicy 5-star rating if you're watching on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. K-Mag didn't have the greatest of Grand Prix, was involved in a very B-Tech collision with Nick De Vries.
I've got a B-Tech near, and so take that back.
Oh, no, okay, yeah, fair enough. No, I actually will, because that is offensive. Because that racing was abysmal.
Can you set the scene? Set the scene.
Okay, we'll set the scene. I've tried to almost erase it from my memory, but I'll try and paint a picture. So De Vries is looking to make a move on K-Mag into
Sizing
turn
him
one.
up, yeah.
Sizing him up. He's got the DRS, and George Russell with his wonky steering is kind of watching on behind. Just seeing what goes on. People are pitting. And down into turn one, Nick De Vries launches it. Now, I think it's a good move at first, right? The first half of the move, great. It's from quite far back. He's made the move up the inside.
Yep.
But halfway through the move, De Vries just goes, don't want to steer anymore. Just kind of levels it out a bit and just makes contact with K-Mag. And I don't think that's necessary, because I think at that point in the corner, you can't, if you're Magnussen, you can't bail out there. You're already
the outside, didn't he?
Yeah. If this white line on the desk is where the track ends and then we go into the hairpin to the right, we're already here. We've already arrived into turns. You can't now push him wide there. It was just clumsy. Obviously, Magnussen goes, I'm not having that, sends it back up the inside, and Russell passes both of them. Sort of compromises both their runs. De Vries now gets a little bit desperate and then sends it into turn 3 on the dirty side of the track.
Filthy side of the track.
Filthy side. It was
because you got no support series cleaning it up either. So
no, it was
offline was bad.
It was the Dakar rally over on that side of the track. Genuinely,
Carlos Sainz Senior.
Yeah, and just locks it up, and they both obviously go on because Magnussen can't turn right with a
Magnussen tries to turn in, and there's just
there's a wall of Tauri.
Yeah, a wall of Tauri.
A tower of Tauri.
And then it's just really because De Vries stops. Magnussen stops behind him, so then De Vries can't reverse because Magnussen's there trying to get into reverse, and then it's and you know what? I'll take it back. B-Tech was the right. It was a terrible course I was on.
It was just if I'm either Magnussen or De Vries, with the season that's currently happening, both of them are in, I reckon, the top 3 stinkers for the year so far, right?
Mate, I said I've not been happy with Magnussen. Yeah, I've been disappointed.
It's not what you need.
No,
it really isn't what you need.
Hulkenberg's been making him look. I mean, 6-2 in qualifying head-to-head now.
And the gap's crazy as well. It's not even just he's been 2 places ahead of him 6 times.
De Vries is somewhat... I mean, he got out-qualified by Yuki this time, but he's somewhat... I think it's 6-2, I think, between them two as well. But, I mean, that's just... It was just clumsy. Again, that first little move, it's tight, it's close, but, I mean, that was what they were literally... I think they were 30 seconds behind Joe. P16 on the track. Yeah. And we got a little bit, I mean, at least it gave us a little bit of drama, I guess. But I mean, it's not helped De Vries' calls, I've got to say.
It doesn't, because it's obviously from an outside perspective, it's the one bit of racing that we've actually seen of Nick De Vries attacking, in attack mode, being I'm going to take some positions here.
Yeah.
He's had an all right weekend. Yuki was struggling as well, was firmly kind of away from the points, to be honest. It wasn't like he was getting battered. The first time we see him go for a move, proper elbows out, going to need some serious talent to make this work move.
Yeah.
Battle, and it just ends in disaster.
Yeah.
So it's not going to do his confidence much good, I don't think.
No.
Given where he's at right now.
Not the best, but ATR, let's talk a little bit about that, because this is the final race before the end of this month.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And looking at the constructors, AlphaTauri, stone dead last.
Yeah, so just to clarify to everyone, the reset for ATR is at the end of this month.
Yes.
And that means that all the percentages will change based on how much wind tunnel time basically everyone's going to get now.
So Aston Martin have been eating well for the last 6 months because of how poor they were last year.
Yeah.
But now that advantage is now almost wiped out. So Red Bull will still have 63% at the moment. Mercedes will be on 75%. Aston 80, Ferrari 85, Alpine 90, McLaren 95, Alfa Romeo 100, Haas 105, Williams 110, AlphaTauri 115. So not, apart from Aston Martin, to be fair, not a huge amount. You've still got Alpine, McLaren kind of in their little,
That
doing their little
56
thing.
range. Ferrari are going to get a little bit more.
Yeah.
Mercedes going to get a little bit less.
He hasn't actually changed massively, apart from, again, Aston Martin losing a big chunk relative to what they were 7th.
Yeah, they've kind of
last
just
recount.
uniformly overtaken everyone. Everyone else has kind of stayed where they were before. AlphaTauri are probably going to get quite a decent
Yeah.
more, as well, because I think they were probably 8th
Yeah.
time last year, now they're 10th, so they've got 10% more.
But do you reckon that, as much as this Canadian Grand Prix it won't live long in the memory,
It wasn't a barnstormer.
but there were a few little, first of all, Haas stink.
Haas fucking reek.
My God.
Jesus Christ.
How could you be like half decent in qualifying and then just arse in the race, man?
The thing is,
I feel for Nico and Kev. 'Cause
I
it's
do.
like-
Look, listen. As I said on the show, I've always been a big advocate for Nico Hülkenberg, but I do.
yeah,
I
that's right.
do.
Choke on those lies, Niran.
Next question. I do. I do genuinely feel for him. And the worst part is, I remember seeing. I was obviously watching quali and like second place, unreal. Red flags, great timing, whatever. But there was no actual belief of like, even before he got the 3 place penalty, it was like, we've been here before. I've watched Haas this season.
Yeah.
Like, I think Spain, both of them had to make an extra pit stop compared to everybody else. And they were still going backwards the whole time because of tyre wear. These lot can't go 5 laps without munching a set of Pirellis. It's crazy. It looks like a 20p coin when they take it off.
I just don't know what to say.
No race pace, no tyre conservation at all.
I mean, they are like
Just wear an inshallah the whole time.
they are literally a diet Ferrari.
Yeah.
And they are performing like a diet Ferrari where they're all right on a lap, but just no race pace at all. You had Albon all over the back
That
of
train
Hulkenberg for like ages and got past him eventually.
Yeah.
Like he had one sniff at it and fucked it up, and then he went again and got past him.
Yeah.
In a Williams,
I mean, where did Hülkenberg finish? What, P15?
Hulkenberg was, I think he was around, yeah, it was like well out.
I mean,
behind Tsunoda.
I mean, how? Like even like from 5th on the grid, right? I know. Bottas managed to do. Did Bottas manage to do a 1-stop? By the way,
Bottas got a point
because I don't know how he ended up in the top 10. Like low-key, he just sort of spawned there. And I don't really. Obviously, Albon did a 1-stop.
Yeah, if you
as
picked
well.
at the right time, you could obviously make the 1-stop work.
Yeah.
Because Albon did, but yeah, I mean, it's like Haas are just frustrating, man.
They're
Haas are just
frustrating,
like-
but I don't expect anything different.
Yeah, but in Austria, next race, they'll be fucking sick because they're always good in Austria.
They are.
There's something about Austria they love.
Is
Hills are
Gunther
alive.
Steiner from Austria?
No, he's from Northern Italy.
Oh yeah, of course he is, isn't he? Yeah.
But it's like really near
like
the border.
Germany and Austria and stuff. Yeah.
I'll be there for qualifying on for the Austrian Grand Prix.
We love that. We'll give them some words of encouragement, please. I think they need it,
There to
honestly.
see K-Mag, Hulkenberg, P2, P3.